Hi, third graders. Let's check our work for DLA day 4, Friday, week 34. So the first one says, correct these sentences. Did you know that elections are always the first Tuesday after the first Monday in November? Okay, so we're going to start with a capital D. Did you know elections are always the first Tuesday? We're going to make Tuesday a capital letter because it's a proper noun. After the first Monday, so we're going to capitalize Monday because it's a proper noun. And November, a capital letter. And then this is asking a question. So this is what your sentence should look like. Did you know that elections are always the first Tuesday after the first Monday in November with a question mark? If you got that right, give yourself a star. Number 2, I am gonna invite Edward, Robert, and Caitlin to my party on Saturday. It's at the skating rink. So we're gonna start with I, capitalizing because it's the beginning of the sentence, and I, when it's alone, always needs to be capitalized. Take out gonna and put going to invite Edward, Robert, and Caitlin. So this could be Edward, Robert if it didn't have a comma. But I am guessing that it's supposed to be Edward, comma, Robert, comma, and Caitlin, which all need capital letters because they are names of people, to my party on Saturday with a capital letter because Saturday is a proper noun. Now we could do a couple things here. This is a pretty long sentence. So we could put a period here and end the sentence after Saturday and then start it's with a capital I and an apostrophe S because it's a contraction. It is. It's at the skating rink, and then we would put a period. So you can make 2 separate sentences, or you can make it a compound sentence by adding a comma after Saturday and adding a conjunction like and it's at the skating rink. So either way will work. So I went ahead and made 2 separate sentences. However, here after the word Saturday, if you put a comma and the word and, that would be fine too. But I want you to make sure that you have it's as IT apostrophe S because this is a contraction taking the 2 words it is and putting them together to make one. If you got that right, give yourself a star. Number 3, the directions say past, present, or future. She is reading Snowflake Bentley to our class. So when you look at this sentence, you see that she says is reading. That means that that is happening right now. So that is in the present tense. If you got that right, give yourself a star. And then number 4 and 5 are asking you to write the comparative and superlative adjectives. Remember, comparative means when you're comparing 2 things. In this case, if we have short and we were talking about 2 people that are short, we would use the word shorter than one person. So for example, Miss Badger is shorter than Miss Jaramillo. Now, if we are talking about you're comparing more than 2 things, that would be the superlative adjective. So for example, if we were talking about all of the teachers at school, you could say Mrs. Badger is the shortest teacher of all. I don't know if I am, but that would just be an example. So EST would be a superlative and ER would be comparative, meaning comparing 2 things and comparing 3 things. Now, when we come to this next word, bad, we can't follow that same rule because we don't say badder, but we do say worse. So maybe you're talking about a movie and you can say that movie is worse than the other movie. Instead of bad, you wouldn't say that movie is badder than the other movie. But if you're talking about all the movies, you would say it's the worst movie ever. So worse would be comparing two things, and worst would be comparing many things. So that is the difference between comparative and superlative adjectives. So if you got those right, go ahead and give yourself a star. So since this is Friday and we have a 3-day weekend, I want you to draw something up here on what you are planning to do this 3-day weekend. So I'm going to draw trees, and I'm going to draw a little camper and our door and windows. That's our camper. We're going to go camping up in the mountains this weekend. So I can't wait to see what your 3-day weekend plans involve. All right, boys and girls, good job checking your work, and we'll see you on Tuesday.